Why is no one talking about this in NBA 2K24? Is it just me or is no one talking about starting five in NBA 2K24? To me, it seemed like the last time I heard about this game mode was at the beginning of NBA 2K24 when we were receiving news back in like July, early August. I love what they tried to do with this new game mode. I just don't think it got the attention that it really deserved. I think it's a dope game mode and a dope concept, kind of similar to my NBA a little bit. They tried to give you a different online My Career experience. Now, for those of you who may not even know what starting five is, so it's a 1v1 head-to-head mode where you challenge other players using a team made up of your My Player and 4 other NBA players. Each game you choose a team and you put yourself into the starting lineup. And yes, I did read all of that off of the 2K Courtside report. Don't judge me. But essentially, starting five is where you take your My Career player and you can put them on whatever NBA team you want to, and you would be playing a My Career game essentially against somebody else online. You would just pick whatever team you want your player to be on. So if you take your My Career player and you want to throw them on the Lakers, you're going to be playing with Bron and AD. You throw them on the Bucks, you're going to have Giannis, Chris Middleton, Dame as your teammates. But in starting five, you can also pick all-time NBA teams as well. So if you want to take the all-time Lakers and play with Shaq and Kobe, Jerry West, etc. But also for starting five, I will be providing some of my own thoughts and what I think would be dope to add within the game mode to make it even better. I definitely think starting five is a really dope game mode. Essentially, you're going 1v1 against somebody else with your My Player. It's not 1v1 in the sense where it's just y'all playing. Like, you have a whole team to back you up and support you as well. So, you get to take your player and both of y'all get to go out there and compete and see who's going to be the best player at the end of the game. Will you carry the team that you're playing on, or will you get carried by your team? Now, real quick, I want to know down in the comment section. First, let me know if you even know what the starting five game mode is. Second, have you played starting five throughout the entirety of NBA 2K24? If not, I definitely think you should give it a try. But I think it's definitely similar to my NBA in a way. On my NBA, you can pretty much do whatever you want, create your own roster, use different online rosters. But one thing that people like to do is go on my NBA and have a My Career type of experience. They make a created player and they upgrade that player without having to spend VC. And another thing you can do with that is you can play it online with friends. And how that's different from the My Career experience is that you can team up with people if you want. And some of you may be thinking, well, on my NBA, if you can team up with friends, then why don't you just get on My Career and play in the park or in the rec? The difference between that and starting five game mode is you don't have to worry about having teammates sell you on the game. You might be thinking, well, then why don't you just play straight up My Career? It might be some people that don't want to play just straight My Career and play against a bunch of AIs all day. At least with starting five, you're going against another player. You just have other supporting teammates on your team that you can play with as well. So it literally comes down to you and your My Career player, and if you're going to perform or not, and if your team helps you perform or not. The game mode is kind of hinting at how it used to be back in the day, where your homies will come over, y'all sit down and y'all go head to head on Play Now. Even some people back in the day used to run player lock on Play Now. You can also team up with somebody in my NBA and you guys can play and have a My Career type of experience being on the same team. And you can do this going up against other people that you invite to the league. You can invite your friends, whoever you want. And I really think that's a dope experience. Now, I'm about to get into some of the things that would improve starting five and make some great additions to that game mode. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't played starting five a whole lot, but from the times that I have played, this is what I've deduced from the experience that I've had. So for starters, if 2K decides to bring starting back for NBA 2K25, I think they should most definitely separate the all-time NBA teams. It's super annoying going into starting five, and every opponent that you get wants to use an all-time NBA team and get the best of the best players to go alongside with their My Player. That's already going to be probably a 99 overall. That already shows that they don't have any confidence because they're going after the best of the best players to play with. So separate the all-time NBA teams, make it a side where you can go pick whichever side you want to, like rec. You can go in a solo rec or you can team up with your squad. Separate it like that. Put a side for current teams and then put another side for all all-time NBA teams. Second, I think it would be dope if they added a dynamic duo and big three aspect where you can bring in teammates and compete against other players. So like I was saying with my NBA example earlier, where you can create your own league where you can invite your friends and y'all can play together on the same team, and y'all can do a player lock like it was my career and just have control over your created players. So some of that is already in starting five, but it's just you solo by yourself. Make it to where you can bring a couple friends in, 2 or 3, and now you're competing like in the league now. They have dynamic duos and big threes. So add that aspect to starting five and give you a couple more real teammates that you can play with. Now, I'm not saying add a whole squad, because then at that point you're just playing rec or pro-am, but throw in a teammate or 2, and then it turns into a dynamic duo or a big 3, and then you go against those same types of players on the other side. So if you bring one friend, then you got a dynamic duo, then both of y'all is going against another team that has a dynamic duo as well. You're not going to get matched up with a team of 3 and it's only 2 of y'all. You will be going against another dynamic duo, and they would pick whatever team they want their players to play for like that. I think that would be a dope concept that they could add to starting five. But for my people that actually play starting five, I want to hear from y'all down in the comment section. What do y'all think 2K could add to starting five to make it a super dope game mode? Do y'all think 2K should just pitch the whole idea, or do you think there are some tweaks that can be made that can revamp this game mode and it can come back in 2K25 and be a completely different experience and even better than what it was this year? Let me know your thoughts down below. I wanted to talk about this game mode because I haven't really heard much about it. Like, it was hyped up in the beginning of 2K24 when we were receiving a lot of news about the game, but it kind of just seemed like it dwindled down as the game's been out for some months, and I just really haven't heard people talking about it in general at all. So I wanted to get your take on it. Hope you guys enjoyed this short video. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel down below. As always, be sure to stay safe out here, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.